is live. Cool. Okay. So that's that. And also I realized I should have opened another window. Yeah, that's off to a good start. And my cat is here too. Streamception. It just go on and on forever. Okay, let's see. Woo, not copy that. I'm a dumbass. I forgot to do this as well. Cool. Oh. Well, that doesn't matter. I'm not gonna do that. I could do that on my phone. Everything is a mess. As we go more into streamception. Okie dokie, okie. This is what happens when you don't, Did I copy that? I probably did. And let's open a new window. Let's do this. I'm using a new computer, so I am not that smart. Not incognito. Why am I looking at porn? Okay. Let's do it. Okay. Boom. Yeah. Now I could do. You know, if I was smart, I would try to set this up a different way, but I am not smart. And also, what's going on? Okay. So, gonna be semi-streamception. Well, kinda, because I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have a double chat. Oh, where is the chat? There it is. As you go back into streamception. And cat is being a cat. Stop being a cat. Ow! The cat attacked me. I guess it doesn't. That is not what I want to do. Pop out. Yes, that's what I want. And now I could just minimize this. So we're not in streamception. But I also don't know how much I hate. Boom. Haha! I'm not stupid. Touch screen. Okay. With that mumbo jumbo mess out of the way, let's just get to it. Okay, I'm gonna play this lantern here, and I'm gonna be doing some live narration on Rainbow Dash Try to Bake a Cake, written by Pony Thunder. Open this link to the tab for optional atmospheric music. I don't think YouTube will like that if I upload it, so let's avoid that. Okay. Pinkie Pie zipped to the already fuck up. Cool. Pinkie Pie. Why can't I talk? It's all your fault, cat. Anyway, Pinkie Pie zipped to and fro around the kitchen adding a pinch of baking soda to a bowl of batter in one place, taking out a pan in another, and stirring a different bowl across the room. She was moving so fast, one might even have missed. She was moving so fast, one might have mistaken her as some... God damn it! Update! Why? No! Go away! No one cares. Anyway. Pinkie Pie zip... Oh. I lost my place. No. Okay. Pinkie Pie... I'm going to start from the beginning. Pinkie Pie zipped to and fro around the kitchen, adding pinch of baking soda to a bowl of batter in one place, taking out a pan in another, and stirring a different bowl across the room. She was moving so fast, one might even mistaken her as some sort of omnipresent pony, able to be in multiple places at once. But she was no sort of pony, although she might as well have been. Fueled by constant influx of sugar and energy-inducing substance, like Red Bull, it could be wings. Pinkie Pie was a magnificent multitasking master of culinary arts, of cooking, confectionery, creation. Confectionery. That's how to say it. Confectionery creation. Gummy. Oh boy, we gotta read. I already lose my mind trying to read. Good. Gummy sat motionless atop from the counter, with his eyes wide and crossed, until a splatter of cake batter flew into his face. After a couple of moments, seemingly intense concentration, his tongue shot out from his mouth over his eyes to lick up the sweet substance. He watched absent-mindedly as the perky pink pony continued to trot around the room hastily from place to place. "Hey, Gummy," said Pinkie, taking a momentary second solitude of I cannot speak. Pinkie, said Pinkie, taking a momentary second of solitude from her attack. "How many pinches of salt do we put in this?" Gummy blink. Touchscreen is always fun. If I get the fingerprint on there. "Thanks," she replied, putting 3 pinches of salt into the batter, resuming back to her blissful baking. A voice sounded behind. "Hey, Pinkie! It's Rainbow Dust. Can I come in?" "Yep," she replied, aggressively stirring the bowl. Okay. Yep, she replied as she aggressively stirring a bowl of beige powder. Not powder. Not powder! Why do I want to say powder? Okay. Yep, she replied as she aggressively stirring a bowl of beige batter. Rainbow Dust entered into the Rainbow Dash entered the kitchen cautiously, her eye darting back and forth to watch Pinky zip around doing several things at once. "Cease, Pinky," said said Pinky. Pinky said that to herself. Okay, cool. "Cease, Pinky," said Rainbow Dash. "How many different things are you cooking at right now?" 14, she replied, as she took a pan out of the oven with her back to Rainbow Dash. "Wait, 13. "Well, I was gonna ask if you wanted to hang out by the lake, but it seemed like you're a little busy." "Nonsense," Pinky replied, as she balanced several pots and pans in her hooves and forehead, several pots and pans on her hooves and poof pa fee be by full thump might bring this on not on pot. Don't say drugs on streams, but stay away from drugs. Drugs or weed, okay? Okay. Nonsense. Right. Yeah, that's Pinkie Pie's like, "Nonsense! I am here, for I am All Might. Blah, 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 blah." Okay, so that means stop losing my track of my thought. My thought is not thoughty. Lost track. Why do I lose track? Where am I now? Oh, gosh. This is what happened when you become All Might. All Might messes you up. Okay, she balanced several pots and pans in her hooves and forehead, steering a bowl in the counter with one of her legs, balancing and bouncingly on the other. That's eyed questionably. "You sure about that?" "Yep," she replied, imitating a certain red. Imitating a certain. Yep. See. That struggle is real. Time to narrate. "Yep," replied, imitating a certain red stallion, causing Dash to crack a smile. "Well, all right then, whenever you're ready." "I'm ready," Pinkie Pie reclaimed, as she's setting several cake on the confectionery creation on the ceramic countertop. Whoop. Now we go up. Rainbow Dash reared her head back, surprised, and blinked. That was well, yeah, that's how Rainbow Dash is going to say, "That was fast." Yeah, that was fast. As the buzzer went off as soon as Dash gotten her word through. "Yes," Pinkie Pie explained. "New record, oh yeah." "What record?" Dash inquired inquisitively. I think that's how to say that. And the cat. Darn. A cat wants attention. I'm trying to stream here, the cat. Okay, you go on my lap now. Okay, you could not. First you want attention, now you want to walk away. Okay, cool. Most cake baked in an hour, Pinkie Pie replied. "I'm up to 14. Rainbow Dash laughed. Apparently, Pinkie Pie was such determined to improve her skill as much as he was when it come to flying. "Well, let's go then. I've been dying to go swimming all day. Although that would have been lovely today, but it's what, like 80. Yeah, right. Well, let's go then. I've been dying to go swimming. Well, let's go then. I am dying to go swimming all day. I will read every line like this. Gummy, Pinkie Pie explain. Oh no, let's not do that. Gummy, Pinkie Pie explain. Man the fort. Man? Rainbow Dash asked. I don't know. I don't know who makes I don't know who makes sayings. That's a saying. She got a point. Just I say the sayings, and sometimes you don't know who actually said it, but you like it, so you just say it. Gummy licked that. Okay. Gummy licked his eyeball in response as Two Pony left Sugar Cube Corner to go to the lake. Next section. Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash floated on the inflatable inner tube with her eyes closed on the cool, calm water, enjoying the sunning summer rays. That is, until a looming shadow came over her, growing larger and larger. Cannon Pony! Yelled Pinkie Pie as she splashed down in the water, right next to Rainbow Dash, causing her to sway in the opposite direction from the wake of the dive. From the wake of her dive. Okay. Dash opened her eyes, flew out of the inner tube and air. Playing that way, huh? As she playfully playing it that way, huh? She playfully to Pinkie below her. She was treading water. Trading water. Okay. Rainbow Dash flew downward. Rainbow Dash flew downward toward her in a blazing rainbow doing circle around Pinkie, cutting the water around her to turn into a whirlpool. After a few moments, it stopped flying and watched Pinkie Pie was sucked down into it. Whee! Pinkie Pie squealed as she spun around rapidly with her hooves in the air, waving it like she doesn't care. Okay, that's not in there. But I could imagine Pinkie Pie doing that. Okay. Pinkie Pie squealed as she spun around rapidly with her hooves in the air before sucking underneath the water. A moment later, she somehow popped back up to the surface, flying into the air for a few minutes before splashing back down into the water. Rainbow Dash flew back down to her and hovered above the surface of the water. Pinkie Pie squirted a stream of water out of her mouth into her face. Okay, truce. Rainbow Dash said amid this playful laugh. Amid playful laughter as she covered her face with her hooves. Pinkie Pie stopped squirting the water. Deal. Oh, okay. Suddenly, Rainbow Dash felt her stomach growling audibly. Pinkie Pie, hey, Pinkie Pie, those cakes and stuff you were baking. Any sense a hungry Pegasus could grab a bite? Sorry, Dashie, but all those cakes were for a party here in Ponyville. 14 parties? Pinkie Pie narrowed her eye. You underestimate the degree of party planning is performed. Oh. You underestimate the degree to my party planning is performed. Rainbow Dash growled loudly. Aw, but I'm so hungry. I'm got a huge craving for something sweet. Well, if you want, you can use the kitchen at Sugar Cube Corner to bake some things yourself. I got 14 I've got 14 parties. Yes, let's make Pinkie Pie as manly as possible. I've got 14 parties to deliver the cake to. Coming can keep you company. Yes, that's perfect. Me? Baking? Yeah, that's a funny joke, Das replied. And then her stomach rumbled once more. Up to you, replied the... Up to you, Pinkie replied as he... Okay, up to you, replied... I think I need a drink. I'll be right back. My throat is dry. I have gotten myself a drink. The drink in question is up to your imagination. All you need to know is in the can. Okay, now I lost some. Damn it! This is what happened when you get up to get your stuff. Okay, there we go. Up to you, Pinkie Pie replied as he came to the shore, dried herself off with a beach blanket. Her mane remained slightly wet for a couple of moments before springing suddenly back to life. Well, I guess I could give it a try, she replied. Wait, can't I just go and buy a cake? Can't? Said, Wait, can't? Can't, King, can't. Oh, can't. Okay, can't, said Pinkie Pie. The store is closed today unless you want to fly all the way to Canterlot just to grab a slice of cake. The idea seemed tempting to Rainbow Dash. Feeling extremely lazy in the current moment. Sounds like me in my daily life. Extremely lazy in the current moment, and somehow baking the cake herself seemed like an easier option. Surely it can't be that hard, she thought to herself. I've got to do... All I gotta do is read some instructions, stir some batter, and put them in the oven, and the cat is going towards my microphone. Thank you, cat. The cat is at the microphone. Cat! You can't go in that desk right now. I'm trying to do stuff. I'm hoping this is actually recording too. It says it's going. And I'm hoping I'm using the right thing because... Yeah, that would be bad, man. Gonna be bad news. Okay, you're gonna be just standing there. Menacingly. Okay. The idea seemed tempting to Rainbow Dash, but the feeling extremely lazy in the current moment, somehow baking the cake herself seemed like an easier option. Surely it can't be that hard, she thought to herself. I've got to do some instructions, stir some batter, and put it into the oven. Should be easy peasy. I don't want to see that. I always want to say easy peasy. Easy peasy, mama easy. Lemon easy. Not mama easy. I can't even say that right. Cool! Alright. This should be easy. Famous last word of anybody who ever followed instruction of baking from scratch. It will at least, well, at least for me, every time I do something, I always create one mistake. Alright, I'll bake the cake, my pinky. Wait, that's it? Oh. Am I supposed to? Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm gonna read. Alright, I'll bake my cake. The cake my Pink Pie had already left, leaving Rainbow Dash hovering alone over the water itself. Now that my cat is destroying everything behind my desk. Good. Let's see. That's I am not reading the right current people. Rainbow Dash stood in the middle of the kitchen, surrounded by a symmetrical assortment of plentiful pots and pans, and other fancy culinary equipment she'd never seen in her entire life. In the front of her, the countertop, was a note and recipe from Pinkie Pie. Dash read it out loud. Here's a simple recipe. Shouldn't be too hard to do. If you have any problem, Gummy, just ask Gummy. He'll let you know what to do. He'll know what to do. Okay. Rainbow Dash glanced over at Gummy, who hadn't moved since they left. He stared into the back into her eye without much of a blink, making a typical lizard noise. Okay. You freak me out, dude, Rainbow Dash said to Gummy. Meh. Gummy replied enthusiastically. Why do you insist on climbing everything in the room and I'm down here? That will cat do. Go on stuff, knock things down, and it's like, haha, I will annoy you for I am here. So you like this shit? Say goodbye. At least nothing is breakable here. Yeah, mostly not breakable. Okay. Dash read the simple. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see this recipe. Chattered piece of parchment countertop. Rainbow citrus cake. That sounds like a multicolored cake, and that is not a. Well, it could be easy, but also not. Yeah. It's a 3-layer thing. It's a getting flashback. Okay, anyway, let's read this sentence. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Grease the flour of three 9-inch pans. Sift together the flour, baking powder, and salt. Set aside. In a large bowl, cream together shortening sugar until light and fluffy. Beat the eggs in one time at one at a time, mixing until each egg is incorporated. Stir in the vanilla. Beat the beat the floor. Yes, that's what you had to do. You had to beat the floor, then you could make the dough or whatever batter. Okay. Beat in the flour mixer alternately with milk. Divide the batter into 3 bowls. In the first, I was just wondering what Pinkie Pie definition of eat is. In the first bowl, stir in a lemon zest and yellow food coloring. Pour into prep in the pan. Second bowl, stir into the orange zest, orange food coloring. Oh, orange, yeah. We're gonna pour into the second prepared bowl. In the lime zest, in the green food coloring bowl. Pour in the third pan. I think that actually is a recipe. Bake in the preheated until the tooth inserted center of each layer comes out clean. About 30 minutes. Let it cool in the pan and then turn out onto a wire rack and let it completely cool. Assemble the cake up, stack layers together. Lemon filling. Wait. Okay. Assemble the cake. Stack the layer together with the lemon filling between the layers. Frost the side. Top with the orange cream frosting. Refrigerate until serving. My thought exactly, Rainbow Dash. This is supposed to be simple? This is supposed to be a simple recipe? Rainbow Dash groaned. Then her stomach groaned back. Oh, give it a rest, will ya? She continued rubbing her belly. Okay, first step, preheat the oven. Rainbow Dad looked over to the wall, glancing several things, and the cat is knocking, almost close to knocking the mic. You're having fun messing up everything, aren't ya? Or do you want out? The cat might want out. You want out? Okay, that's it. Okay. Trouble somewhere else. Okay, where was I? Let's see, where was I? This is okay, that's not gonna start from. Let me just do this. And I say read all the way down. This is supposed to be simple. This is supposed to be a simple recipe. Rainbow Dash groaned, and her stomach groaned back. Oh, give it a rest. Yes, this just became British. Oh, give it a rest, will you? Okay. Oh, give it a rest, will you? She continued rubbing her belly. Okay, first step, preheat the oven. Rainbow Dash looked over to the wall, glancing several different appliances, and located what she was pretty sure the right oven. Okay, 350 degrees, she said as she turned the dial to 350 degrees. Hey, this isn't too hard, she said with a smile on her face and returned to the recipe. Next, grease and flour 3 9-inch pans. She located 3 pans that more or less that look around 9-inch, even though each pan. Although I can't actually complain about that. and hope that it doesn't matter too much as long as it's... Okay, now grease. Rainbow Dash mauled around the kitchen several minutes until she found a cupboard of cooking supply in it. In front of her were several spray bottles on varying varieties, shapes, and size. Rainbow Dash grabbed the one that had Pam. Not Bam, Pam. Yes. The class all-purpose non-stick spray. What a stupid name for a grease, she thought out loud as she spent another moment trying to find the flour, baking powder, and salt, and found a large bowl to mix them in. Okay, 5 teaspoons of baking powder, and what the hey is a teaspoon? Oh yes, I know that feeling so well. Dash looked around at the kitchen. Something that might resemble what she might was a teaspoon, but it was a fruitless effort. But it was a fruitless with her effort. Probably such a fancy-looking regular spoon. She said to herself, grabbing the nearest spoon in her vicinity, which happened to be a medium-sized ladle. She 5 spoons worth of baking powder into the bowl, and step 1 complete. Step 2, cream together shortening and sugar until fluffy. Rainbow Dash grabbed another bowl, set it on the countertop next to the one along with eggs and shortening sugar. Now, how am I supposed to beat the eggs? She looked at the 4 eggs that were sitting stationary in the counter. Picked one up, and she attempted to crack it gently on the edge of the bowl with quite a task, as she had to hold it gingerly between her hooves. Ended up smashing it into pieces. Oh, horse feathers! Rainbow Dash cursed as she grabbing another egg, this time trying to crack it more gently. The egg barely cracked at all, so she tried again. It cracked a little more. Just crack, you stupid egg! The egg once again broke aggressively, sending all the gooey guts and started down into the side of the bowl. Well, this was a waste of effort, I said. Dash said to herself, making no effort to gently crack a remaining 2 eggs in the bowl. Who cares a little bit of egg cells and anyway, extra protein? Said smash up the bad thing and make it into powder. Mix it into a meal. Everything is all good. Rainbow Dash smacked her forehead. What? Gummy made a Inosius? That's how you say it? Doesn't this has a... Read. Oh, this does have that.
Gummy made an innocuous lizard noise.
Innocuous.
Yeah.
No.
Well, too bad, buddy.
No.
Rainbow Dash smacked her forehead.
Stop.
Ugh. What am I doing talking to that thing?
There we go. Innocuous. That makes everything a lot easier, at least. Yeah, well, too bad, buddy. There's gonna be eggs on my cake. With, what, 5 ladles of sugar, I believe. Okay, anyway. Rainbow Dash smacked her forehead. What am I talking? Yeah, what am I doing talking to that thing? Rainbow Dash completed the remainder of the step as well as the next one with relatively ease, as it mostly involved stirring ingredients together and opponents suddenly oven beeped. It reached the correct temperature. Perfect timings. Said Rainbow Dash, putting that different layer of cake into the oven one by one. Then shut the door and set the timer. Psh, that was that was easy. Rainbow Dash said to herself, crossing her hooves together. They were covered in bits of flour and egg goop. Now I think I used a little mirror room and wash up. Rainbow Dash left the kitchen feeling good about herself and began to wash her hooves in the sink. Soon she would be enjoying a fruit of her frivolous labor, and proved to herself that she was capable more than just flassing. That is not flassing. That is fancy, not flassing. Fancy. Proved to her capable more than such fancy flying maneuvers. However, realizing that she did set the timer for 30 minutes, she figures it would be alright to quick a mid-afternoon flight around Ponyville to stress her ring about. You never leave that thing unattended. Okay. Let's just go like this. Rainbow Dad returned and swung open the kitchen door, only to see a bubbling amorphous blob. Amorphous? Amorphous? Ah boy, words. What are words? Amorphous blob of dough seeping. So how to say? I'm gonna do this again because this is very useful. And stop. What? Yeah. Wait. What? Okay. Apparently they seem like that. Okay. Read.
Rainbow Dash returned to Sugar Cube Corner and swung open the kitchen door, only to see a bubbling, amorphous blob of dough seeping out.
Amorphous. Okay, cool. I was kind of saying it right, but I was just saying it stupidly. Okay. Oven on the opposite wall. What the hell is going on? Rainbow Dash exclaimed, trotting over the oven, bits of dough splattering out the seam onto her face. She opened the oven door without thinking that instantaneously regretted her decision. An abnormal avalanche of dough spurted out past the door into Rainbow Dash, completely covering her and several feet of the floor around the oven. Beep, beep, beep. Crawling her way out of the sticky, warm mess, Rainbow Dash surveyed the completely chaotic, catastrophic confectionery chaos that sprawled out from the oven, and then proceeded to smack her face hoof. As if things couldn't get worse, Pinkie Pie showed up in a moment later. As if things couldn't have gotten any worse, Pinkie Pie showed up a moment later. Hey, Daisy, how'd the cooking go? Oh my God, holy Celestia, that's a lot of dough. Rainbow Dad looked down and saying, I might have messed up a few of those stuff. I might have messed up one of the steps. No worries, Pinkie Pie replied, patting Daisy back on the hoof. The best thing about the cooking confection as yours could eat up the multicolored mess. Pinkie Pie began to eat the pile of warm rainbow-colored dough on the floor around the oven, and that's what's in all. Hey, Pinkie, what was that thing they're doing with your words? It sounds weird. Oh, they mean alteration? They meant to put a bunch of adjectives and other words that start the same letter before a certain word. Why are you doing it? Pinkie shrugged her up. I don't know. It's fun, I guess. Rainbow Dash opened her mouth to speak, but was interrupted by the sound of Pinkie Pie inhaling as much air as possible in her lungs. Pinkie Pie held her breath and opened her mouth to speak. Absolute. Where? Come. Uh-oh. Okay, there's my mouse. How do you say that word? Read.
Pinkie held her breath, and then opened her mouth to speak. Absolutistic alliteration is so not...
Absolute... Can't say it. Absolutistic alteration is not bitterly boring because it can create crazy sentences that sound like they're from dreadfully dull dictionary, but in reality they're elaborately, aesthetically exciting to express. Okay, words. Word. Pinkie and then add a bonus fabricating fancy sentence makes you sound like a gifted Zinder genius. Zinder. Let me take another sip. Zinder genius? Hallucinatic hairless horse. Itchy idolatrous igloo. Okay, I can't say that. Idolatrous. Juicy thumping saccalope. Notice I'm not making them. Kindly killer kittens. Loony lactating leases. Okay, you can stop now. Can't stop, gotta finish. Magnificent macho minstrel, nameless, nauseated, nudist, obscene, octogoloriae, attangular, autothindrons. Pretty pink police officer. Okay, I'm not gonna dare try to repeat that. Rainbow Dash smacked her head once more, and it was starting to get red from all the abuse. Quirky quadruped equens. Okay, quirky quadrupedal equine. Rainbow Dash got that one. Stimulant, sideways, sambias, tantalizing, one needs tangerines. Obscure, this just became a tongue twister. Okay, I'm not gonna try to repeat myself because I will not. I'm gonna try to say it at my best of my abilities. Abby quit the choice uncomfortable underwear. Very vigilant vacationer, wonderfully waxy wicked. Pinkie Pie took a moment to process her thought. Zemermatic, Xanathia, Salavone, Yucky, Yugoslavian, Yodeler, just for zany Jews. Pinkie Pie breathed heavily for several seconds before speaking again. So what were we talking about again? Pancakes. Anyway, let's actually get back to the reading. Rainbow Dash looked at her completed sack for several moments before coming up with a snarky one-liner. So did you eat one of Twilight Dictionary or something? Oh. Rainbow Dash looked in her complete sack for several moments before coming up with a snarky one-liner. So, did you eat one of Twilight Dictionary or something? Pinkie Pie narrowed and she looked at Barry. You know about that? You know about that? Didn't know any pony saw me. I wouldn't put it past Pinkie, actually. Okay. Rainbow Dash smacked her forehead once more. This time, it left a bruise. And that was Rainbow Dash tried to bake a cake, and I'm trying to remember the time. Okay, Rainbow Dash that was Rainbow Dash tries to bake a cake, written by Pony Thunder. And I wanted to pick this reading because one, actually the whole. It reminded me when the first time I actually baked a cake, and I didn't want to follow the recipe, and I decided to pretty much have kind of did the whole careless thing. I don't know why I'm trying to censor myself, but okay, I'm turning to my face. And basically, what was it? It was supposed to be a lemon cake or something, or no, it was a simple white cake or something like that. And I had the recipe, and this is when I started learning how to cook or bake. And like Rainbow Dash, I said pretty much grabbed any spoons. It says a teaspoon, I said grab a tablespoon. But I put a little bit of sugar, but I learned that's not always that correct. And after everything was said and done, my cake did not look like a yellow cake. That one was not a white cake, a yellow cake. It became like a gray, wet blob. The way I described it, it would look like a wet cement that have a lot of liquid in it. And even though it looked pretty much horrendous, it didn't come out so bad, and we actually gave it to my mom said brought it to work and gave it to a bunch of old people, and they actually loved it, even despite the fact it looked like wet cement. So now my another question: was I still live streaming? Okay, I was still live streaming, and I don't know. I was just hoping it was recording, or that would be. And I'm doing that again. Okay, and boop. Boop, and let's just exit this. Boop. Okay. No. What am I doing? There we go. So, and with that will be my first attempt. Well, theoretically, first in a while. Theoretically, this will be my second attempt doing a live reading. I think this one came out better than the first one. But anywho, see you on the next stream. Or because I wait a little bit, and so give me a moment to switch up a little bit. So play some little bit of Sekiro Shadow Dice twice. So give me a moment as I switch, and hopefully it does not crash like a multiple other time. Can I?